This isn't just a mindset. This is a calling. God didn't make you soft. He made you dangerous. Rise before the sun because the calling doesn't sleep. Warrior mindset isn't motivation, it goes deep. It's a decision made in darkness before anyone can see. Between the man I was yesterday and who God called me to be. Every rep is spiritual, every mile of prayer. Every drop of sweat is worship offered in the air. I don't train to impress, I train because I'm called to be ready for the moment, standing strong, never fall. The warrior mindset isn't born, it's built in the grind. Forged in the fire of a discipline and God ain't combined. Flesh wants comfort, spirit calls for more. Champion mentality is choosing God over the floor. Warrior mindset, built in the dark. God's the fire burning deep in my heart. Every battle, every storm, every fight. Warrior mindset, choosing for the light. Warrior mindset, I was built for this. God equipped me, I will not miss. Warrior mindset, I was built for this. God equipped me, I will not miss. Yeah. Paul said, I discipline my body, bring it under submission. Not a suggestion, that's a champion's commission. The warrior mindset sees the training as the altar. Every sacrifice of comfort is a prayer that doesn't falter. David ran towards Goliath, everyone ran back. That's the warrior mindset. Faith fills every crack of doubt, of fear of everything that says retreat. Champions and God don't recognize defeat. I don't just train a muscle, I train the inner man. Mirroring of the mind, that's the kingdom plan. Casting down imaginations, taking thoughts to war. Warrior mindset goes deeper than the core. Rocky roads build stronger legs, that's natural law. And every valley in my story builds something raw and real and ready for the platform God prepared. The warrior mindset is just trusting God was there. Not my strength, His strength. Not my will, His will. Not my glory, His glory. In the training, in the stillness, still mind of Christ. Body of steel, warrior mindset. This is real. God equipped me for this fight. Warrior mindset, day and night. Warrior mindset. Warrior mindset, built in the dark. God's a fire burning deep in my heart. Every battle we battle, every storm, every fight. Warrior mindset, choosing for the light. Warrior mindset, body, soul, and mind. Surrender to the God who designed every scar, every rep, every sacrifice. Warrior mindset, built for eternal life. The champion God is building isn't just stronger in the body, He's unbreakable in the spirit. Train both. That's the warrior mindset. And God put it in you on purpose.
Before the lights, before the walkout, before any of it, a warrior gets ready. Not in the body only, in the spirit first. I don't step into the fight without the armor on. Helmet of salvation sits before the break of dawn. Breastplate of righteousness, protecting what's inside. Feet fitted for the gospel, faith my only stride. Belt of truth, wrapped tight around my core. Shield of faith is not declaration, it's for war. Sword of the spirit, sharpest weapon ever made. The word of God, the only blade that doesn't fade. This is Ephesians 6, not poetry, it's protocol. The battle ready warrior checks the all before the call goes out. Before the bell, before the walk down the aisle. Spiritual preparation is what separates the rank and file. I've seen fighters fall, not from the opponent's punch, but from the warfare in the mind. Losing grip at the crutch moment, when the pressure peaks and faith should hold the line. Battle ready means the inside's fortified before the outside shines. This ain't just physical, it's war. all goes so deep. Before I check my heartbeat. Battle ready. Battle ready. God before me. Training in spirit. Battle ready. Check the arm. God before me. Training in spirit. Battle ready. Joshua didn't move on Jericho with tactics alone. God gave him the strategy. Worship brought the stone walls down. Now weapons, not a military plan. Obedience was the battle cry of God's anointed man. David didn't run at Goliath on emotion and hype. He ran on every altar, every prayer, every night. He spent in the wilderness fighting lions and bears. Battle ready means your private life matches your public prayers. So uncheck the hidden places before I take the floor. Is there unforgiveness hiding behind the closed door? Is there pride dressed up as confidence blocking my sight? Battle ready means the inside's clean before the fight. I pray for my opponent, kingdom way, not against. I pray for every soul inside that building. Heaven sent this platform as a pulpit. The fight is just the door. Battle ready means I know exactly what it's all. No, search me, know me, try every thought within. Make sure nothing's standing between your strength and my skin. I don't go without you. I don't move without your word. Every step I take tonight, let your name be heard. Yeah. Check the armor. Check the armor. Check the armor. Take the prayer. Got in front. Nothing to fear. Battle ready. Let's go. Battle ready. Let's go. Battle ready. Armor on. Let's go. God before me. Training in spirit. Sharpening the word. Battle ready. Hey. Check the armor. Armor on. Let's go. All before me. Training in spirit. Sharpening in the word. Check the armor. The fight hasn't started yet, but the preparation already won it. Put on every piece. Check every door inside. Pray before you walk out, because battle ready isn't a physical state. It's a spiritual one. And God already prepared the way. Now walk in it. Built in the darkness. Champions are made when nobody's watching. Modern Christian hip-hop.
Nobody saw the 4 a.m. Nobody saw the tears on the floor. Nobody saw the version of you
That almost didn't make it,
yeah.
but God did it.
Every single rep.
No camera, no crowd, no applause, no stage. Just me in the darkness and the war on the page of a story God was writing in the hidden and the low. In the places where nobody sees the champion grow. I've trained when the motivation was completely gone. Pushed through the emptiness and chose to carry on. Not because it felt good, it felt like open wounds. But discipline doesn't care about your feelings or your moods. The seed goes into darkness long before it breaks the ground. It doesn't need an audience, it doesn't need the sound of validation, of approval of someone saying go. Champions are grown in silence, built in what nobody knows. Moses spent 40 years in the desert unannounced. Before the burning bush, before the calling was pronounced. David killed the lion and the bear with no crowd in the field. The hidden battles were the training for the giant he'd unsealed. They'll see the victory, they'll never see the cost. They'll see the champion rise, they'll never see what it lost. To become what God required in the dark and alone. Built in the darkness, where only God is known. Ready for the light. Every midnight fight. Nobody was fighting, but heaven kept the score. Building the tide. That's what champions are for. Ready for the light. Every midnight fight. Nobody was fighting, but heaven kept the score. Joseph in the prison didn't stop being chosen. The call on his life wasn't canceled, wasn't frozen. Every false accusation was a credit to his account. The darkness was the classroom, God was keeping count. Paul and Silas in the midnight, backs torn and bleeding, started singing in the darkness. darkness. That's the kind of reading that the enemy can't prepare for. Worshiping the pain, built in the darkness, praise that breaks every chain. I don't need the highlight reel to know my worth is real. I don't need the validation of a crowd that needs to feel impressed, because the only audience that matters is the one who sees the darkness and still calls me a champion. So I show up when the showing up costs everything I have. I train when the training is the only thing I've had for months, in a season where the progress is invisible. Built in the darkness, that's what makes it invincible. Lord, nobody sees it, nobody knows this cause, but you were in the darkness when I thought that I was lost. You were counting every sacrifice, every pre-dawn prayer, every moment I kept going when I had nothing on. He saw it in the darkness, he counted every rep. The champion was being built and what nobody's touching. Built in the darkness, ready for the light. God saw every hidden rep, every midnight fight.
Nobody was watching, but heaven kept the score. Built in the darkness,
ready for the light.
God saw every hidden rep,
Every midnight fight.
nobody was watching.
Who's in the pocket kept the score.
Heaven kept the score.
That mean that's what champions are for, babe.
Built in the darkness,
Now I stand in the sun. Every hidden season made me who I've been.
nobody clear.
But God never left.
In the darkness,
And I ain't finished yet. They'll see you in the light, they'll celebrate the victory. They'll never understand the darkness, and that's okay, because the darkness wasn't for them. It was between you and God, and what he built there, nobody can touch, nobody can take.
built in the darkness.
Revealed in the light, right on schedule.
Fear talk, faith walk, modern Christian hip hop, trap gospel. If it had a whole speech prepared, faith didn't even let it finish, because faith already knew how the story ends.
Fear showed up at 3 a.m. like it always does, whispering my failures, replaying what was. Said look at the odds, look at what you lost. Said look at the mountain, look at what it cost. I listened for a second, felt the cold run through. Then I opened up the word and let the truth break through, because fear is just a shadow, loud but has no mask, and every shadow disappears when light comes to pass. I've been paralyzed before, feet frozen at the ledge, standing on a promise but too scared to hit the edge of fate. The leap that logic says will end and fall, but every time I jump, God called me every call. Peter walked on water till the waves caught his eye. The moment fear replaced his faith, he started to die. But Jesus didn't lecture him, he reached down and grabbed. Fear loses every argument when Jesus has your hand.
The storm is real,
I feel it on my bones.
fear is loud,
It never fights alone,
but louder than the thunder.
louder than my doubt. One voice cuts through everything, cast the fear out.
It's over there, I'm family, you're mine. So fear it out,
It never fights alone,
but louder than the thunder, louder than my doubt.
one voice cuts through everything, cast the fear out.
Born of it, I will not break. God holds the throne every single day.
Perfect love casts out fear, that's not suggestion. That's the eviction notice, no more question. Fear doesn't have a lease on what God already owns, and God already owns everything, including my bones. Gideon was hiding when the angel called him mighty. God didn't see the coward, he saw the warrior slightly, hidden under layers of a fear-soaked identity. Called him by his destiny, not his history. So when God looks at me, he doesn't see the fray, he sees the finished version, everything he made. Before the fear convinced me of a smaller kind of life, before I let the shadow cut the calling like a knife. So I walk into the hardest rooms with praise upon my lips, not because the fear is gone, but because faith equips me to move despite it. That's the real definition. Courage isn't fearless, it's faith completing the mission.
Lord, the fear is real. I won't pretend it isn't, but perfect
fear cannot reach us. Faith over fear. Faith over fear.
Faith over the fear. I will not break. God holds the ground every single day. Love over the fear. Here out on the way. Faith over every clear. He worked out the grave.
Fear not. Faith answered. And nobody was there. Walk forward. God already cleared everything on the other side of the fear. It was always faith that opened the door.
They put me in the fire, expecting ash. God was in there too, expecting gold. Yeah. Woke up in the middle of a season I didn't choose. Everything I built with my own hands, I started to lose. The heat was overwhelming, felt the walls closing in. Didn't understand that God was just beginning. Every flame that touched me had a purpose in its reach. Every degree arose with something God was trying to teach. Not destruction, reconstruction, different thing entirely. The blacksmith never panics, he works precisely and clearly. I've been the metal on the anvil, felt the hammer fall. Felt the blows come rapid, felt the weight of it all. Cried out in the fire, said, Lord, what is this for? He said, I'm not punishing you, I'm preparing you for war. So I stopped fighting the process, stopped cursing the heat. Started trusting the blacksmith with the work underneath. Every blow was intentional, every flame had a name. Nothing in God's furnace ever burns without aim. The dross is rising to the surface. Everything that's false is burning off. The refiner watches till he sees his own reflection. He doesn't stop the fire till the mirror shows him for
Put in the fire. I came out gold. One tried to break me, made me moan. God's a blacksmith, his hands don't shake. For fuck in the fire, I will not break. For good in the fire, I came out gold. God's a blacksmith, I will not break.
3 Hebrew boys walked into a furnace built for death. 7 times high the king's command. They took a breath and stepped in without negotiation, without compromise. Because when you know the God you serve, you recognize that the fire has a limit and his presence has no end. What the enemy designed to break him, God used to defend. His name is glory, his unshakable renown. 4 men in the fire where there should have been 3 found. That's the blueprint, that's the pattern, that's the ancient proof. God doesn't watch the fire from outside, he's in it with you. So when the temperature rises past what flesh can bear, look to your left, look to your right, the 4th man's there. I've been in my own furnace, couldn't see the door. Lost in the intensity of what the season wore me down to the nothing, to the bare and the raw. But nothing in the nothing was outside of what God saw. He saw the sword inside the steel, before the steel knew he saw the warrior inside the wounded. Before I could view the version he was building through the pressure in the flame. What walked out of my furnace doesn't carry the same weight, the same fear, the same chains that walked in. The fire burned the rope but never touched the skin. That's not survival, that's the supernatural at work. God turning every furnace into hallowed ground. Not hurt, I didn't understand the fire while I was in it. Couldn't see the gold while I was still the ore. But the blacksmith never lost his grip, not for a minute. He was making me into something worth fighting for. Forget in the fire, I came out gold.
Forget in the fire, I came out gold. One tried to break me, made me bones. God's the blacksmith, his hands don't shake. Forget in the fire, I will not break.
Lord, I didn't choose this furnace, but I choose to trust the one who controls the temperature, who holds the hammer, who knows exactly what he's making. Take everything that doesn't belong. Take the fear, take the pride, take the trust. Take whatever is standing between the man I am and the weapon you need. Because I'd rather be useful in your hands than comfortable in mine. Strike the iron,
Raise the heat,
I trust the blacksmith.
I trust the heat.
Make me ready
make me sharp.
For poured in the fire,
Do your part. Dirt in the fire, I came out gold. But try to break me, make me bones. God's a blacksmith, his hands don't shake. A bird in the fire, I will not break.
the furnace couldn't hold what God already sealed. The flame couldn't touch what the blood of Christ healed. Burned in the fire, devil thought I destroyed. God's the blacksmith and I am his sword. The blacksmith looked at what came out, turned it over, examined every edge, every surface, and he smiled. Not because the process was easy, because the result was exactly what he had in mind. Before the fire ever started, you, complete, sharp, ready, forged in the fire, and finished in his hands.
Forgiven the fire.
This fight isn't for a belt. It isn't for a record. It's for something that was decided before time began. You were drafted into a kingdom that cannot be shaken. Hard trap flow, military precision. Each bar a deployment order. I don't fight for the crowd, I don't fight for the name, I don't fight for the trophy at the end of the game. I fight for the kingdom that was purchased in blood. I fight for the standard planted deep in the mud of a world that forgot what it was made for. Created for glory, but traded the eternal for a temporary story. I'm an ambassador with armor, dual citizenship sealed. Heaven is my homeland, but this battlefield is real. Ephesians 6 is my deployment brief every morning. Full armor on before the day comes without warning. Belt of truth, breastplate locked, feet gospel ready, shield raised, sword drawn, spirit calm and steady. I've seen what happens when the warrior drops his guard, when comfort becomes a calling, when the holy becomes scarred by compromise, by silence, by the fear of the cost. Kingdom warriors don't count the price, they count what's lost. Yeah. This isn't just my battle. Every saint who ran before passed the baton bleeding. Now it's mine to carry more.
Kingdom warrior,
I wear the crown.
heaven's army never stands down.
Every giant, every gate, every wall,
Kingdom warrior, answering the call. Kingdom warrior, I wear the crown. Heaven's army answering the call. Kingdom warrior, Daniel warrior, answering the call.
Daniel didn't bow, kept his window open wide. 3 times daily facing home, God on his side. The lions couldn't touch what God's assignment covered. Kingdom warriors hold the line, their purpose is discovered. In the pressure, not the comfort, in the fire, not the safe. Nehemiah built the wall with a sword, that's the faith of a kingdom warrior. Construction in one hand, warfare in the other, building on God's plan. I'm not fighting to survive, I'm fighting to advance. Every prayer is a deployment, every praise a lance. Thrown into the darkness where the enemy holds ground. Kingdom warriors take the territory, city by town. This platform isn't mine, it was given for the king. A stage disguised as battle for the watching world to see that a man can be dangerous and holy both at once. Kingdom warrior, that's the answer, that's the response. Lord, I'm just one soldier in an army vast and wide, but you call me by my name and you place me on this side. Not because I was the strongest, but because your grace was great. So I lay my weapons down to pray, then pick them up and take.
For the kingdom,
For the king,
for the soul, still warrior.
for the stove,
For the kingdom,
still back to win.
warrior.
Don't quit,
Kingdom warrior,
yeah, heaven's army.
heaven's army never stands down.
Every giant,
Kingdom warrior,
every wall,
kingdom warrior, answering the call. Kingdom warrior,
blood bought and free.
kingdom warrior,
That's what God made me. Darkness breaks where
kingdom warrior.
this life is over, when the final bell has rung, there's only one thing you'll want to hear. Not you were talented, not you were celebrated, just well done, good and faithful soldier, well done.
What tried to crush you was actually creating you. Modern Christian hip-hop. Trap gospel. Put you under pressure. Carbon under pressure. Doesn't complain, it transforms. God didn't put you under pressure to destroy you. He put you under pressure because diamonds don't come easy. I felt the weight of everything at once. Couldn't breathe, pressure from every angle. Couldn't find reprieve. Circumstances stacking like they wanted me to crack. Like the point of all the pressure was to never let me back into the version of myself that walked in unafraid. But pressure has a purpose that I couldn't see it made sense of till I came out different on the other side. What went in is carbon, came out purified because the diamond doesn't form in comfort, it forms in the deep, under the earth, in the dark, under pressure, in the sleep. Seasons where the process is invisible and slow. Pressure is the factory where the valuable things grow. I stopped resisting every season. It felt tight, stopped praying only for the removal of the night. Started asking God what he was forming in the squeeze. Diamonds don't apologize for what the pressure achieved. The weight was real, the darkness was deep, but the craftsman knew exactly what he keyed. When the pressure finished, what it came to do. A diamond worth the kingdom, that's what God saw in you.
Pressure makes diamonds, pain makes me shine. God put me under pressure, God perfect design. What tried to crush me, create me something rare. Pressure makes diamonds and God put me there. Pressure makes diamonds, pain makes me shine. God put me under pressure, God perfect design. What tried to crush me, create me something rare. Pressure makes diamonds and God put me there.
Joseph under pressure in the pit, in the prison. Every crushing circumstance was actually the risen version of the story being carefully composed. What looked like devastation, God had already disclosed to the angels. Watch what I make from this. Every layer of the pressure adding to the list of credentials that a ruler of a nation needs to hold. Pressure was the process turning Joseph into gold. Paul said, I light in momentary troubles are achieving an eternal weight of glory. Do you hear what he's weaving into the theology of suffering and pain? The pressure isn't pointless, it's producing eternal gain. So I reframe every squeezing season in my life, not as punishment, as process, not as death, as knife. Scoping something precious from the raw material of a life surrendered. Pressure makes it imperial.
Lord, the weight is heavy. I won't pretend it's light, but I trust the hands that hold me through the pressure of the night. You know the diamond forming inside this broken place. You know exactly what you're making. You know exactly what it takes.
The pressure had a purpose, the pressure had a name. The pressure was the process and the diamond is the claim. Pressure makes diamonds, pressure makes diamonds, pressure makes diamonds, pressure makes diamonds, pressure makes diamonds. Pain makes me shine, God put me under pressure by perfect design. What tried to crush me, create something red. Pressure makes diamonds and God put me there. Pressure makes diamonds, the deep made me real. Pressure makes diamonds, the pain made me steal. Every crushing season was a crafting of the king. Pressure makes diamonds, now watch me shine and see. Now watch me shine and see. Yeah.
The pressure wasn't a mistake. It wasn't punishment. It wasn't God abandoning you. It was God investing in you. Because diamonds are rare, and rare things require a process that ordinary things
Never have to go through.
You're not ordinary. And the pressure always knew that. Pressure makes diamonds. Pressure makes diamonds, and God put me there.
Nobody saw the word. God saw every rep. Now watch what happens when the silence season ends.
Yeah. Four walls and a barbell, let it break it down. No crowd in the building, jump me and got along. They sleeping on the outside while I'm grinding in the dark. Every drop is sweating off and every rubber spark. I've been in this season where the silence felt like loss. Didn't understand the process, didn't see the cost. Was worth it till I felt the preparation in my bones. God was building something in the quiet, turning cold to stone. No, turning cold to diamond. Pressure was the plan, every valley I walked through was forming who I am. Every early morning when the body said enough. Every minute on my knees when the going got too rough. I didn't quit, I didn't fold, I didn't leave the floor. I kept my eyes on heaven and I trained a little more. Because the ones who make it through the silence, they emerge. Different, sharper, deadlier, it's time to watch me surge.
They didn't see the training, they didn't see the tears, they didn't see the version of me that fought through all the years. But God was in the silence, God was counting every rep. God was in the darkness when I had nothing there.
Train in the dark.
Now I fight in the light.
God built this warrior.
Watch him rise tonight.
Every rep, every rep, every rep, every rep.
Every sacrifice.
Train in the dark.
Sacrifice.
Train in the dark.
Train in the dark. Now I fight.
Train in the dark.
Now I fight in the light.
God built this warrior.
Watch him rise tonight.
Every rep, every rep, every rep, every rep.
Every sacrifice.
Train in the dark.
Train in the dark.
Train in the dark.
Train in the dark. Let him fight in the night.
Yeah, you want the glory, but you skip the preparation. You want the crown without the cross, that's not the equation. Champions are built to highlights, they're built and they're hidden in the places where the weak, when the strong keep living. I've been hit by losses that would've stopped the lesser man. Injuries that question everything I never planned. Surgery and setbacks, timeline reset to zero. But God don't make excuses, God just makes a hero out of broken pieces. Out of shattered dreams, out of everything that fell apart at every seam. I rose not because I'm special, not because I'm strong, but because the God who called me, he was right there all along. Moses in the desert, 40 years of hidden time. David in the wilderness, writing songs and waiting in line. Joseph in the prison, didn't know the throne was next. The silent season always come before the greatest test. So I embrace the darkness, I lean into the grind. Every rep I pistol is a weapon of the mind. Body under pressure, spirit under fire. God is in the building and he's taking me higher. I feel the shift, I feel the weight lifting, I feel the season, I feel God's hand shifting. Everything I trade for every prayer I pray. This is the moment, this is what I was made. Trade in the dark.
Now I fight in the light.
Yeah, God built this warrior.
Watch him rise tonight.
Yeah, every rep, every rep, every rep, every rep.
Sacrifice.
Train in the dark.
Train in the dark.
Train in the dark.
Train in the dark. Now I train in the dark. Now I fight in the light.
Yes, God built this warrior.
Watch him rise tonight. Yeah.
Every rep, every rep, every rep, every rep.
Every sacrifice.
Train in the dark.
Train in the dark.
Train in the dark.
Train in the dark. Now I'm taking in the fight.
Lord, every morning I showed up when I didn't want to. Every night I prayed when the silence felt empty. Every rep was an act of faith that you were watching. That it mattered, that this season had a purpose. And now I understand. You weren't hiding me from the world. You were hiding the world from me until I was ready.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Train in the dark.
Now I fight in the light.
God built this warrior.
Watch him rise tonight.
Everywhere, everywhere. silent season wasn't punishment. It was preparation. And everything God prepares, He finishes. Now go! The world is about to see what God built in the dark.
The comeback season. God has never written a story without a comeback. Modern Christian hip-hop, trap gospel. That Bush level Reagan a story without a comeback. The silence wasn't the ending. The setback wasn't the sentence. God doesn't write stories that stop in chapter 2. Turn the page, the comeback was always next.
I've been in the off season longer than I planned. Watch the world keep moving, dreams slip through my hand. The crowd moved on the spotlight, found somebody new. Sat in the silence wondering what God was gonna do. I watched from the sidelines while the world kept its pace. Felt the sting of being past, felt the shame on my face. But even in the fallow, even in the bare, something was still moving in the ground beneath despair. Because the seed doesn't announce itself before it breaks the soil. Comeback season started in silence, long before the toil pays off. God was writing in the winter what would bloom. Every closed door was a hallway, every loss a classroom. Joseph didn't know the throne was coming in the pit. David didn't see the crown while Saul was throwing fits. Every comeback got his author started underground. The silence before the comeback is the most holy sound. The narrative was changing, I just couldn't read it yet. The pen was in God's hand and God doesn't write regret. What looked like the conclusion was the turn of the page. The comeback was already written, I just hadn't reached the finish.
This is my comeback season.
Watch me rise.
God wrote the ending before the end and we wrote the lies.
Wearing me with key to the ground.
I stand upon it. This is my comeback season.
And it's already on.
This is my comeback season.
Watch me rise.
God wrote the ending before the end and we wrote the lies.
Wearing me with key to the ground.
I stand upon it. This is my comeback season.
And it's already on.
This is my comeback season.
Watch me rise.
God wrote the ending.
It's already on. Peter denied, wept, thought the story closed for good. Jesus sought him out, said feed my sheep, understood that the comeback isn't canceled by the fall and it's refined. God doesn't disqualify the broken, He redesigns. Job got double for his trouble at the appointed time. What the enemy deployed to break him, God used to climb higher than before, the ladder greater than the first. Comeback season turns a blessing from the curse. So I'm walking out a winter with my eyes fixed on the spring. Not on my momentum, on the promise of the King. I've been in the training ground of loss and the lack, and God just whispered in my spirit, son, it's time to come back. The enemy invested everything to keep me underground. Spend his best resources on the silence, on the sound of nothing, but you can't stop what God ordained to rise. The comeback season breaks a winter like the morning breaks the night. There were days I couldn't see the point, getting up and going again. The losses had accumulated past the place where hope begins. But slowly, not dramatically, just a stillness, just a knowing. It said I'd never stop the story I was writing in the dark, still going. The comeback was always coming. God never canceled the story, He just changed the chapter. The comeback is here now.
This is my comeback season.
Watch me rise.
God wrote the ending before the enemy wrote the lies.
Why bury me but keep the ground?
God, I stand upon her. This is my comeback season.
And it's already on.
This is my comeback season.
Double for my trouble, what the enemy built against me. God turned the rubble, every loss was just a setup for a greater return.
This is my comeback season.
And it's my turn. My turn. You thought the story ended in that season of loss, but God doesn't write incomplete stories. He doesn't start what He doesn't finish. He doesn't plant what He doesn't harvest. That season of silence, that was the winter. And winter always gives way to spring. Your comeback is not coming. It's here. Get up. The author isn't finished. Not even close.
This is my
Every rep is an act of war. Modern Christian hip-hop. Betrayed gospel.
Warriors don't train look good, they train because somewhere there's a battle coming, and when it arrives, they will be ready.
Warriors gon' trap.
Warriors don't train to look good, they train because somewhere
There's a battle coming.
and when it arrives, they will be ready.
4 a.m., no alarm needed. Spirit woke me up. For the sun considered rising, I already fill my cup. With the word, with the prayer, with the weight of what's at stake. Warriors don't wait for motivation. Warriors wait, I don't train for the mirror. I train for the mission. Every rep is spiritual, every mile a commission. To be ready when the moment needs everything I got. You can fake preparation and the warrior cannot afford to show up unprepared when the battle finds its name. Every drop of sweat and train is a move inside the game of war, both seen and unseen. Body, spirit, mind, train like a warrior. Leave every lesser version behind. David killed the lion, killed the bear before the giant. The training ground was private, but the warrior stayed compliant to the process, to the grind, to the God who watched him train like a warrior in secret, fight like one in plain. Nobody sees the training, nobody counts the call.
Nobody knows the warrior until the battles fall. But God was in the training, God counted every rep. God was in the darkness, God never forgot. Train like a warrior, every single rep. God in the training, every single step. Body, soul, and spirit, shopping for the war. Train like a warrior, that's what I was born for. Train like a warrior, every single rep. God in the training, that's what I was born for.
Paul said discipline your body, bring it under control. Not because the flesh is evil, but the spirit needs a whole vessel ready, sharp condition, fully functional. The warrior who neglects the training makes the calling optional. But I don't treat the calling like an option on the shelf. I treat it like a mandate. I invested in myself through every record, every mile, through every session run. Warriors don't finish training, training's never done. Nehemiah built with sword in hand, that's the pattern clear. Construction and combat, both at once, no fear. I build the body while I build the spirit simultaneous. Train like a warrior, the calling instantaneous. Every morning is a deployment, every workout is a brief. Every prayer before the barbell is the warrior's belief that nothing in the training goes to waste before the king. Train like a warrior and mean it, that's everything, Lord.
Make every rep an offering, make every mile a prayer. Let the discipline I build here show up when the battle's there. Train my spirit with my body, sanctify the sweat. Every warrior you're building hasn't seen their best yet. Every
rap for the king, every mile for the kingdom, every drop for the calling. Train like a warrior, fight like 1-2. Every rep for the king, every mile for the kingdom, every rep for the calling. Train like a warrior, fight like 1-2.
Train like a warrior, every single rep. God in the training, every single step. Body, soul, and spirit, popping for the war. Train like a warrior, that's what I was born for. Train like a warrior,
The battle's coming fast,
train like a warrior.
built to outlast
Train like a warrior,
every storm, every trial in the way. Train like a warrior,
every single rep.
train like a warrior. Everything you did
Every single step.
when nobody was watching either shows up for you or it doesn't.
Train like a warrior,
Because somewhere,
the battle already has your name on it.
and God
And God,
already has your back.
but you still have to show up ready.
Now go train.
Now go train. Now go train. Nobody
Nobody told you the road to victory. Run straight through the fire, but God did, and He said, I'll be in there with you.
I prayed for an easier path, God gave me a fire. I prayed for a shortcut, He said, son, go high. Through the flames, not around them, that's the ancient way. Every champion got his crown, walked through the blaze. The fire wasn't punishment, it was the qualifying round. The victory on the other side required a sound of crackling the pressure of everything that burns, that doesn't belong on the warrior, that's what the fire earns. I seen the road to victory, it runs through broken ground. Through the valley, through the furnace, through the midnight sound of weeping. But the morning always brings the wind. Victory through the fire, that's where champions begin. Hebrews 11 reads like a hall of fame of pain. Every name in the chapter walked through fire and rain. Before the victory, before the promise came to pass, the fire was the doorway and the victory came last.
I feel the fire on my left.
I feel it on my right,
I feel it on my right.
but on the other side of this
Every other side of this
is everything I fought for.
for entering through the fire.
Yeah, not around it.
God in the flames,
I already found it.
here with the fire.
I won't back down,
God in the fire,
I won't back down,
God in the fire,
I won't back down,
God in the fire,
not around it.
God in the fire,
I won't back down,
God in the fire,
I don't back down,
God in the fire.
I won't back down.
3 Hebrew boys walked into maximum heat. 7 times harder, still refuse defeat. Because victory through the fire requires one thing clear: the presence of the fourth man makes the fire disappear. As a threat, it becomes a witness, becomes a stage where God displays His glory on the enemy's page. Where Nebuchadnezzar built to break them, God used to show that victory through the fire is the greatest overflow of power that the watching world has ever seen. When a man walks out of flames and the fire can't convene, evidence of damage, not a thread, not a smell. Victory through the fire sends a message straight to hell. So I don't run from the difficult, I run into it. I don't pray away the fire, I pray through it. Because on the other side of every flame my face was a victory that only fire could have placed in my hands. And my story and my testimony loud. The scars I carry are the credentials to the crowd of broken people needing proof that God still walks in fire. Victory through the fire, that's my calling, that's my choir.
Lord, fire is real, the heat is high, but I see you in here, walking by my side. So I won't curse the flame, I won't beg for the way out. I'll trust the victory is already on the other side of this doubt.
Through the fire,
Not around it,
God is in it.
I already found it.
Victory,
Through the fire,
victory.
higher, higher.
Through the fire,
I don't around it,
God is in it.
I already found it.
Victory,
I don't around it.
In the face,
I don't around it, I won't back down. I don't around it, I won't back down. I don't around it, I won't back down. I don't around it, and I'll fight it.
victory through the fire. 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 Victory through the fire.
you went in one thing, you came out another. Not damaged, decorated. The fire didn't take anything that God intended you to keep. It only burned what was never yours to carry. The victory was always on the other side of the flame. And now you know the way.